From August 1992 to May 1999, 12 people died. They were Clinton Chesires, Wade Davis, Michael Gardiner, Barry Lane, Thomas Chevian, Gavin Porter, Troy Yield, Frederick Brooks, Elizabeth Hayden, Gary O'Joe, David Johnson, and Suzanne Allen. It was called the Snowtown Murders. In 1991, James Velasquez moved in John Bunting's house with his mother Elizabeth Harvey. Here, they befriended their neighbors Robert Wagner, Mark Hayden, and his wife Elizabeth Hayden.
Elizabeth, Mark, and this is Elizabeth and James. Yeah, I'm John.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
The fourth victim, Barry Lane, had a homosexual relationship with Robert Wagner, and it started when Wagner was 13 years old. He was strangled to death in his house by Wagner in October 1997. As James lived with John, he tended to trust and admire him. After James told John that he was the victim of sexual abuse by his half-brother Troy Yield when he was 14. Gradually, James Velasquez was drawn into helping with the murders and torture. Their relationship can be described as like father, like son. He had been subjected to this violent, intolerant ideology. A very important social theory is that people learn by imitating other people, by observing them, and by listening to them. They killed Troy Yield together. Gary O'Joe was an invalid pensioner who suffered from a brain injury in a car crash. His death was the worst among the 11 victims. He was grabbed and handcuffed, beaten, whipped with a belt and given electric shock until he died. Besides, he was forced to make a recording to confess.
I'm Peter Pie. Now I'm feeling really happy. I had treatment.
Did you like the treatment you got?
No.
Did it hurt?
Yes, it hurts a lot.
Are you ever going to fuck another little boy or girl? You know you will get hurt, don't you?
No, I'm not. I know I would get married when I hurt someone else.
David Johnson was Velazquez's stepbrother and the last victim. A piece of the flesh of him was fried and eaten by Bunting and Wagner. Susan Allen was a friend of Bunting's. She was found buried at Bunting's house at Salisbury North, wrapped with 11 different plastic bags. Murder charges regarding to her were eventually dropped by the prosecution due to lack of evidence. John Bunting was born on September 4, 1966 in Inala, Queensland. He was sexually assaulted by a friend's brother when he was 8. As a young adult, he developed a strong hatred of pedophiles and homosexuals. The way Bunting forced the victims to address him and Wagner as master and my lord revealed the fantasy element of power and dominance that seemed to pervade these killings. The cuttings of bodies after death showed sexual sadism, even if this was not overtly expressed. Justice Brian Martin stated that these men were in the business of killing for pleasure, and we are also incapable of true rehabilitation.